Now a deeper question emerges. If you've already outgrown something internally, yet it still exists externally, what does that actually mean? Are you stuck, or is something else happening beneath the surface? Because what if you're not trapped at all? What if you've already moved, and your reality just hasn't caught up yet? Let's go deeper. Chapter 3. You're not stuck. You're split between timelines. There's a feeling that many people quietly carry, but rarely know how to explain. It feels like being in between, not where you used to be, but not fully where you're going either. You wake up, and something feels different, but nothing around you has changed. Your environment is the same. The people are the same. Your routine looks familiar, and yet you don't feel the same inside it. At first, you might interpret this as confusion. You might think, something is wrong with me. Why can't I just feel settled? Why can't I go back to how things were? But what if that feeling is not confusion at all? What if it's awareness of something deeper? Because here's what's actually happening. And you may not have heard it explained this way before. You're not stuck, you're split. Split between two versions of reality, one that still exists physically, and one you've already stepped into internally. This is what we'll call timeline drift. And once you understand this, so much of your frustration begins to make sense. Because timeline drift happens the moment your identity shifts. Not when your circumstances change, not when your environment updates, but when you change. Your perspective evolves, your standards rise, your energy recalibrates. And in that moment, you are no longer the same person who created your current life. Let that sink in. Because most people assume their external world defines them, but in reality, your identity is the blueprint, and your reality is the reflection. So when the blueprint changes, the reflection doesn't update instantly. There's a delay, a gap, a space where your internal world has already moved forward, but your external world is still catching up. And that gap, that's where discomfort lives. That's where people say, I feel stuck, I feel lost. I don't know what's wrong, but nothing is wrong. You're just witnessing the lag between who you were and who you've become. Now pause for a moment and think about your life again. Where do you feel this gap the most? Where do you feel like you've outgrown something, but you're still physically in it? Maybe it's a conversation that no longer interests you. Maybe it's a role that no longer challenges you. Maybe it's an environment that no longer reflects your energy. And every time you engage with it, you feel that subtle resistance. Not because it's terrible, but because it's no longer you. And this is where a powerful question emerges. Are you trying to stay loyal to a version of yourself that no longer exists? Really think about that. Because loyalty sounds noble, it feels responsible, it feels grounded, but sometimes loyalty becomes limitation. Because you're not being loyal to growth. You're being loyal to familiarity, to identity patterns that once made sense, but no longer align with who you are now. And the cost of that loyalty is stagnation, because you cannot fully step into your next level while trying to preserve your previous one. It doesn't work. It creates internal conflict. You start negotiating with yourself. Part of you wants expansion. Part of you wants comfort. Part of you feels the shift. Part of you resists it. And so you hover in between, not moving backward, but not fully moving forward either. That's not being stuck. That's being divided. Now here's something even deeper. Because when you're in this split, you may start trying to fix your current life. You might think, maybe I just need to adjust things. Maybe I need a better mindset. Maybe I need to optimize what I already have. But here's the truth.